Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Ambition Record running on Series X. However you look at it, Balthazar's strength was tremendous.
Yeah, the way we are now, we don't stand a chance.
I guess that's the power of the King Dragon too. The only way we're going to be able to take on Balthazar is by gathering the power of the ancient dragons. This is going to be down to you, miss.
You guys, aren't you going to ask me about myself and Balthazar?
If you want to talk about it, feel free. If you're not ready yet, then that's fine. Everyone has one or two things they can't talk about. Talk to us when you're ready to.
But you guys, you're all...
We don't distrust you. You stood face to face with Balthazar and you picked a quarrel. Pretty impressive, wouldn't you say, Henri?
What the chief's saying is right. I hate to say it, but to defeat Balthazar, we need your power.
Henri. But if you look like you're going to betray Chief Raphael, I'll kill you with all the force I have. You'll end up in tiny little pieces. Okay, I understand. Please be kind to me, everyone.
Help! Please help! What's wrong? The village. Our village. Hey, get a grip, old man. Henri and Alexia, get the old man into bed. Amelia, please get ready to treat him.
Of course.
How is she, miss?
Well, his external injuries aren't so bad. I'd say they're caused by exhaustion from his long journey.
If he's come all the way from his own in the middle of these... if he's come all this way on his own in the middle of all these battles, he must be a pretty reckless old man.
That just shows how important his request must be.
Ugh.
He's woken up, Chief Raphael.
This is the base of the Avenir mercenaries. I don't know what happened to you, but you're safe now. For the time being, just get some rest.
No, I don't have time to rest. Please help my village. I beg you, mercenaries.
Can you tell us what happened, old man?
Yeah, in Trist village, my village, the villagers are collapsing one after the other because of an epidemic. So as the representative of the village, I set off to plead with the king for assistance, for food and medicine, but...
You were refused help, were you?
Yeah, but it wasn't just that. All the roads leading to Trist village were closed so that the illness didn't spread to other villages or the castle. With things like this, Trist village is gonna sob.
Alexia, how much food do we have now?
30 days of normal supplies and 10 days of battle supplies.
I see. So let's give half to Trist village. Please see to the transport, Alexia. And from today, we'll cut the food for the mercenaries to half. However, that's not going to be compulsory. Explain the situation and give the normal amount of food to anyone who seems dissatisfied.
There won't be anyone who complains, Chief. We've all been in the same circumstances as the people in Trist village.
I'll see to things right away, Chief Raphael.
There you are, old man. We'll share our food with you. And of course, we'll take care of getting it to Trist village.
Thank you. Well, so now we'll be able to give food to the children, Sam. Chief, this village is in the territory of Crown Prince General Fodor. Schumann Cave that leads to the village is sure to be closed, right?
In that case, we'll just force our way through. Schumann Cave is to the north, right?
Yes, that's right. There have been reports of monsters there recently.
They might be monsters that have got separated from the Dragon King's forces.
Chief Raphael, the food is ready to be delivered.
Okay, so we'll set off right now. Sorry to have to ask, old man, but please show us the way.
Of course. Okay, let's go. After I just recovered, let's go on another exhausting journey.
Wait, you guys. We can't let anyone other than the royal forces pass. It's an order from the castle. Turn back.
We've come to deliver food to Triss Village. Won't you let us pass?
Triss Village? Are you guys insane?
No, of course not. You guys should already know this, but there's an epidemic broken out in Triss Village.
We know. That's why we've sealed this place off, so that the epidemic doesn't spread to other villages or to the castle. It was an order of Chancellor Vilna.
I see. The Order of Vilna. He's not changed at all from before.
Hey you, how dare you speak of the Chancellor like that? And anyway, the Chancellor has sent a transport brigade of the royal forces to Triss Village any number of times to deliver food.
That can't be. Not a single piece of food has arrived at the village so far.
Hasn't the Chancellor just been putting it all in his own pocket?
Yeah, it's bound to be that. That's just the sort of idea his stone-cold heart would come up with. Any more mockery of Chancellor Vilna will not be tolerated. What? You want to fight? Interesting. Come on then, you dogs of the Chancellor. Bring it on.
Okay, calm down. It'd be bad for you guys too if you got injured fighting the Avenir mercenaries, wouldn't it?
The Avenir mercenaries?
I don't know why, but it's a fact that no food has arrived at the village. Can't you just pretend you didn't see us pass?
In the village there are so many children who are starving because the supply of food has been cut off. Please, please, I'm begging you.
Children? The people in the village are blameless, but they've been given a death sentence. As a fellow human, I can't stand by and watch silently.
It's about time for us to take a break. For a while, there'll be nobody here. Even we don't know what might happen during that time. Thank you, thank you.
There's no need for thanks. More importantly, the followers of Crown Prince General Fodor are keeping a watch on Triss Village. Make sure you take great care. Even in the royal forces, there are some people who understand how things are.
I'm not so sure about that.
Henri, you're still thinking about the past. I guess it'll be okay. Come on, let's go through while we can. Alright, I mean, the game's kind of growing on me. I just wish it ran better and not like crap. It's been really disappointing because the last 3 releases have been 60 frames per second, and now we're back to the same 22 frames, or 24 frames, from all of their older games. Oh well, what can you do, huh? It's funny, I really started getting into these games with Alphadia Genesis on the Wii U. You know, so many years ago. I mean, that was a long time ago. Then after that, I just noticed that this publisher and team just made some really great games. You know, they're reusing the same engine that they've been using forever, and even this 3D engine is a super old engine. Obviously, not cutting edge in any way, shape, or form. But again, always really great storytelling.
What is that?
Go on. I guess it's a monster that got separated from the Dragon King's forces. Grr.
Chief Raphael, it seems that he's thrown away both his human body and his soul.
He's another victim of Balthasar, the Dragon King.
Be careful, Chief. The monster is going to attack.
Oof.
So scary. So scary.
Everything's okay now, old man. Right, let's go on. River, that troublesome King Alois looks to be gathering forces again. Yes, this time he summoned knights from all across the kingdom. He's learned from his last defeat before. No matter how good the soldiers, if the commander is incompetent. Isn't that right, Roach the Thousand-Head Slayer? Exactly. There's nobody who can beat us, the Dragon King's forces. Ha 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 ha. Even so, it's a fact that the fighting strength of the royal forces surpasses ours. I think it might be a good idea to use a trap to deal with things here. Oh, it looks like you have a good plan. All right, I'll leave things to you, Ravel. But I'm going to be the one to deliver the final blow. Just don't forget that. As you wish. Ah, of course. Of course I picked the wrong path. Or did I? Seems like this is going further in. Yeah, I don't know. I can't see enough of the map to know whether or not I'm going in the right direction or not.
We can see the exit, Chief.
It's only a little further to Triss Village. Let's hurry. The villagers are waiting for us, starving.
Hey everyone, food! We brought food! Is this his strange, Chief? Nobody's coming out to meet us.
Who are you guys? We've come to deliver food to the village. I see. Thanks for your hard work. We'll take the supplies.
Where is everyone from the village?
Ah, those guys. They're all shut away in the underground storeroom. I mean, it'd be too bad if we caught the epidemic ourselves.
Are even the people who are ill with them?
Yeah, everyone from the village is in the storeroom. You have a problem with that? Yeah, I do. Nah, if you're gonna go against this, you're going against the Lord of these lands, Crown Prince General Fodor. Think long and hard about that. Come on, leave the food and clear out. Right now, you get it? Hehehe.
What are we going to do, Raphael? I can't imagine that those guys are going to share the food with the villagers.
Old man, where's the underground storeroom where the villagers are being held?
It's in the mayor's house on the far side of the village. Are we gonna do it, Chief?
Yeah, of course. Alexia, Henri, Miss, to the mayor's house. But first we'll steal what they don't need. They won't miss it. I know, with this perspective, it's hard to tell when something's just a box or if it's a treasure chest. Yeah, what do you guys want? Go on. You're gonna need to let all the villagers free. After that, distribute the food to them. What? As if you have any right to order us around. Hey, kill them and steal the food! Understood, Brigade Chief.
Chief Raphael, it seems that these guys are plotting to use the plight of the village now to line their own pockets. I'd say that all the food that's been discovered so far has gone straight to them.
Zero forces, the lives of us commoners are worth nothing more than worms.
That's terrible. Unforgivable.
I agree.
Oh, so you're serious about going against us? That's okay, we'll just kill you all. Now let's let the females live. We should act like gentlemen. Ah ha ha ha.
Ah,
It's because there are guys like you. Ah, help, please, okay.
We'll spare your lives. Hand over the key to the storeroom now.
Key to the storeroom? It's over here. Come take it if you want.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Fool, turning your back on the enemy.
I'm not letting my guard down. It's just that I trust the allies I rely on.
Garbage.
you're not injured, are you, Chief Raphael?
No, don't worry about me.
Let me check, just to be on the safe side. I need to find somewhere for you to lie down. Come on, Chief Raphael, let's go. Come on.
Wait a minute, Alexia. What do you think you're trying to do?
Don't you dare lay your hands on the chief, you teaser.
You're so shameless, Alexia.
Was I really correct to trust you guys? Come on, let's go to the underground storeroom. Yeah, there's some treasure chests out here first. The villagers can wait another minute. They've already been in there for a while anyway. What's the big deal? Door is locked and can't be opened. It might be opened with the key you just got now, though. Yeah, let's open it. There's 4 villagers in the place.
Are you all who survived? My grandson.
Your grandson. He caught the epidemic. He passed away.
We might be infected too. We were with the ill people for such a long time after all. Anyway, come outside right now. I'll check on all of you.
What's the condition of the people from the village?
Well, none of them caught the epidemic.
I see. You did a good job there, miss.
Oh, Saab, my grandson. My cute little grandson. There's no point on living anymore. I know how you must feel, old man. A long time ago, I had the same experience.
Huh?
My village, Dulor, also suffered from an epidemic. I was one of the few who survived. At that time, just like now, Chancellor Vilna ordered the village to be quarantined. That's why my mother and father went to the city to see Vilna, that Vilna guy, just like you did. They went to ask for food and medicines.
That's enough. Henri, no more.
No, let me say it, Chief, and I want everyone to hear it. I waited for so long in the village, waiting for my mother and father to return. But neither of them returned. Why? Because they'd been killed by the Chancellor.
That's terrible. Why?
I guess it's because my mother and father didn't follow the orders of the Chancellor and left the village without permission. That guy is icy, has ice in his veins. All he thinks about is protecting the kingdom and the law. I'm only here now because, like this time, the chief brought food and medicines to my village.
Yeah, that time was really tough work. It was reported to the royal capital that all the villagers had caught the illness and that the village was on the edge of complete destruction.
You shouldn't believe the rumors. My mother and father were trying to make that clear.
So, were the facts actually different?
Yeah, they were. Less than a tenth of the villagers actually got ill. We could definitely have dealt with it ourselves. You might think it was unfeeling, but if the rumor had been true, we couldn't have disregarded the Chancellor's orders. It was a measure to avoid killing 10 people to save 1.
But unlike you, Chief, the Chancellor didn't even bother to check the rumor.
I'm a mercenary. That's why I'm careful about information. On the battlefield, info where subjective emotions such as preference and earnest desire play a part can sometimes make things complicated. Generally, however, you get the info, you can't be 100% sure of the circumstances. At most, you can hope for about 80% accuracy, and even that changes moment by moment.
But after we went to that village, things got pretty bad. We were even accused of a crime by the Chancellor. It was a pretty close call, but the mediation of the Queen saved us.
Anyway, I'm alive because of the Chief, and I am able to do things that help the people of the kingdom, if only for a little bit. So, old man, I hope you can be grateful for having survived and use the rest of your life to be useful to other people. Do that for your dead grandson.
Henri.
You're right. I'm going to make the most out of the time I have left on this earth. Yeah, that's the spirit. You can die any time. And in your case, old man, that time is going to be pretty soon. Hey, I plan to live for another 50 years. Yeah, you live as long as you can, old man.
Anyway, that's another problem dealt with. For the time being, let's go back to the base.
Yes, Chief.
Yeah, the 4 people in the village.
All the friends I played with, and the lady who taught me to write, and the old lady who gave me candy, they've all died. I can never see them again. Well, you have a nice day.
Jeez.
Chief Raphael, a messenger from the castle came while you were away. He said to go to the castle right away. Maybe it's another battle? Maybe. You guys get prepared for battle too.
Leave it to us, Chief. We'll make sure we earn plenty of money. Actually, there was another report.
Take a look at this, Chief Raphael. It's a letter from Balthazar.
That's right, Chief Raphael. He wants to recruit us to the Dragon King's forces, it seems. He's going to pay us 10 times as much as the kingdom does. Please, just wait a minute. You're not going to join the Dragon King's forces, are you? Hey, don't get the wrong idea about us. We're all here because of Chief Raphael's great deeds. We can't be poached away by money, miss. Even so, I heard that several bands of mercenaries gave up on the royal forces and joined the Dragon King's forces. Please be careful, Chief Raphael.
If they're scattering letters like this around, then there's going to be a big battle pretty soon. Henri, did you find anything about Balthazar's movements lately?
Sorry, Chief. Since he disappeared in Brewy village, unfortunately, we haven't been able to get a handle on his movements. More than that, the movements of the Dutus clan to the west are disquieting. We've been getting reports that they've appeared many times near the border of the kingdom.
Chief Raphael, maybe the Dutus clan are going to take advantage of the chaos in the kingdom of Francia to invade.
Those guys aren't organized enough for that. At most, all they do is use small brigands to plunder villages near the border and set fire to them.
Hey, familiarity is a scary thing. If we're being strict, both plundering and arson are unforgivable. The citizens, there are citizens there who will suffer. You understand, right, Henri?
Yes, Chief. I am sorry.
If you understand, that's fine. For the time being, let's go back to the castle. We can talk when we get there. Look at my running animation. Ah, that's a Vulcan over there, isn't it? Hi, kid. Long time no see. I've been hearing so much about you. What's wrong, Vulcan? Why are you here? Didn't you retire from fighting? I was summoned by His Majesty. It seems that there is still a need for my strength. I'll be going on ahead. Don't be too long, kid. Quit calling me kid, old man. My subordinates are watching. In my eyes, you're still a kid, though. When you become a fully fledged mercenary chief, then I'll call you by your name. Ha 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 ha. Ah, yeah, kid. I want to ask you something. I got some info that somewhere in Violi Forest there are ancient dragon souls lying buried. Would you go find one of them for me? That's a formal request from me to you mercenaries. The ancient dragons should be able to be a good enough reward. If you manage to find it, it should be of use to you. Show me just how much you've grown, kid. Ha 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 ha. You took on the old general's request. I always feel like I'm going crazy when I'm with Vulcan.
From that old man's point of view, even you're just like a kid, Raphael. That Vulcan guy, what's he actually like?
He's a former general of the royal forces. He's also known as Vulcan the White Demon, or the Fiend with the Angel Heart.
He was the first chief of the Avenir mercenaries. He's the father of Queen Cassandra, too. Actually, it's the first time I've met him.
He looks so powerful.
I was an orphan, but Vulcan and the band of mercenaries picked me up and taught me how to live and how to fight. He's just like a teacher to me.
You have such a great person on your side. You'll surely be able to defeat Balthazar.
Yeah, that old guy is the most reliable person in the whole kingdom. Anyway, I'll be back soon. I'm Raphael, chief of the Avenir mercenaries. I stand before you, sire, as summoned.
I've been waiting for you, Raphael.
Actually, the royal forces were depleted in the last defeat, but the lords in all parts of the kingdom have rallied around, and with their cooperation, we've finally been able to make up a battle formation. Fodor, the supreme commander of the royal forces, is of the opinion that we should switch to an attack on the forces of Balthazar. What's your opinion? With sufficient military force and supplies organized, it should be possible to fight Balthazar forces on an equal footing. Please also give the order for the Avenir mercenaries to take part in the battle.
As if mercenaries have a part to play. Get out, scum. Your Majesty, we royal knights are more than sufficient. Please give us the command to attack. What do you think, Vilna?
How about ordering Crown Prince General Fodor to retake Farine Fortress? Farine is a strategically important fortress. If it can be taken back, it'll be a base from which to counterattack the castle where Balthasar is.
What's your opinion, Vulcan? The Chancellor's correct, I'd say. However, I think Raphael and his mercenaries would be the best suited to capture Farine Fortress. According to the info from the spies, Farine Fortress is heavily guarded, and mercenaries and soldiers hired by the Dragon King's forces just keep on gathering there. Sorry to say this, but I don't think that the Crown Prince General can deal with it.
Shut up, Vulcan. Are you saying that Raphael's more skilled than me?
I don't think I need to answer that.
Grr, shut up, you senile old fool. How dare you ridicule me like that?
That's enough, Fodor. There's no time to be fighting amongst ourselves. Okay, I appoint General Fodor as commander of the mission to retake Farine Fortress. I appoint Raphael as sub-commander. Please just wait, Your Majesty. I think Raphael will be best tasked with protecting the western region. It's a fact that of late, the Dutus clan is becoming more active in the western area near the border. If those guys join forces with Balthasar, things could get bad. That's true, and the soldiers from the border are gathering here at the castle. The only people who can move around freely right now are your band of mercenaries. Raphael, go to the border in the western region and maintain a watch on the Dutus clan. Vulcan, support General Fodor as sub-commander. Certainly, leave it to me. I am honored to receive your order, Your Majesty, but if it comes to a fight in the western region, the supplies of weapons and food for my mercenaries concerns me a little. You don't need to worry about weapons and food. After you've set out, we'll form a transport group to follow right behind you with supplies. Thank you for your thoughtfulness, Chancellor. In that case, the Avner mercenaries will set out for the western region. Your information gathering is second to none, Raphael. I never thought you'd have details even about the western region. No, you are far more impressive, Chancellor. The rumor that you have 100 eyes and 100 ears seems to be true. But correct information needs to be passed on to the correct groups by the correct person using correct means. Otherwise, I would advise it's pointless. Please don't repeat the tragedies at Dulor Village and Trist Village. What do you mean, Raphael? If you don't understand, then it doesn't matter, Chancellor. Please do what you can as far as the supplies of weapons and food are concerned.
Chief Raphael, the Avenir mercenaries are ready and waiting, fully prepared to deal with the heat.
Good job, Sub-Chief. It's just as you predicted. The next battlefield is going to be Flam Desert.
So we are going to be facing the Dutus clan, are we? So that means they are planning to take on the Dragon King's forces with just the royal forces, does it?
The commander is incompetent, and he only knows how to charge. The soldiers are new recruits from the regions, and accurate cooperation with the center is impossible. Fighting like this without a strategy, the Royal Knights will be defeated for sure.
First, let's remove the threat from the Dutus clan as quick as we can. If we can join up with the main group of the royal forces after that, we should be able to take on the enemy on a more than equal footing.
I don't think the royal forces will hold out until then, though.
They'll need to hold out or things won't be good. No matter how useless Fodor is, he won't attack Farine Fortress head-on, surely. He has Vulcan with him as sub-commander too. And even the Dragon King's forces wouldn't throw away the advantage of the fortress and fight on flat land. Things should be deadlocked for a while at least.
Okay, we'll rout the Dutus clan before that deadlock state comes to an end.
Exactly, Alexia. It's time for the Avenir mercenaries to attack. Oh, excuse me. Subquest, main quest. Quest. What was the subquest? I don't remember exactly. Search for the Dragon Soul somewhere in Viola Forest. Forest. Let's do that one first.
Boy, we got attacked a lot. I mean, we need the experience and money, so it's not all wasted, but it does feel like you can't do much exploring because of this. Undeveloped lands ahead, many missing persons. Danger, no entry except for the strong. Kingdom of Francis Forest Guards.
It looks like we can't go any further than this point, Raphael.
Yeah, it certainly seems so. But did you read the sign? It says no entry except to the strong, right? In other words, if you're confident about your strength, there's no problem.
I see. You could read it that way too, I guess.
Hey, Chief, is there are undeveloped lands? Does that mean there might be undiscovered treasure?
We certainly can't rule out that possibility, but we also need to consider that we might come up against creatures with ferocious strength.
I want to get the treasure, but the path looks steep. We don't need to go right now, but if we have energy to spare at some point, how about we go and search? Well, okay, are we not ready for that? I don't know. Is that an ancient dragon soul? Okay, this is a job for you, miss.
Yeah, Raphael, leave it to me. Ancient dragon, in the name of the king dragon, calm your rough spirit and offer your power to humans.
So, this is the power of an ancient dragon, is it? You gain the power of a thunder dragon. I never expected we'd get the power of an ancient dragon here. Great, let's go try it in the next battle.
Raphael, that's the battle brigade of the Dutrus clan up ahead.
So the info is correct. Has Henri not come back yet?
Not yet. Ah, he's just back now.
I did as you said, Chief. It seems that in the Dutrus forces there are soldiers from Dragon King's forces.
The invasion by the Dutrus clan this time was larger than normal. I guess Balthasar is behind everything.
By the way, where did Alexia go? We seem to have fewer mercenaries than when we set off.
Oh yeah, the sub-chief ran off because she was scared of the enemy.
What? I don't believe it.
That's what the guys in the Dutrus clan think, at least. Isn't that right, Henri?
The Chief orders me to spread false info in advance. I use plenty of money and plenty of people.
Malgra, chief of the Dutrus clan, is underestimating our forces. He thinks our numbers are down because of the deserters. Look, he's changed his formation, right? They're gonna attack all at once.
Ha ha ha! As the info said, the enemy has fled in fear of me, Malgra. Break into the center. All forces charge!
Ah, the center of the Allies is going to be broken through, though.
Ha ha ha! We have the Dragon King's forces with us. Kill him! Kill him! Kill them all! Ah ha ha ha!
Raphael, if we don't do something, we'll be surrounded by the enemy.
You don't have to panic, miss. Those guys have fallen for the false info that Henri spread around.
They're moving just as I predicted. Okay now. Alexia's forces, charge.
What? Enemies? Where we broke through to? What is this? Did the enemies flee?
Okay, Vanguard, stop the enemy rearguard forces and split them in two. Don't let them join together. While that's happening, rearguard forces work with Alexia's ambush group and attack the isolated vanguard of the enemy behind.
My forces broke through the center. How come there's a destroyed? Crazy, everything was wrong. The enemy forces were supposed to have fled in fear.
Humans only ever believe what they want to believe. The greedier and more self-confident they are, the more that's the case. Okay, enough talking. We'll join it with Alexia and annihilate the enemy in one go. Let's do it.
The vanguard of the Dutus clan has been completely destroyed. All that's left is the rear guard, led by Chief Mogra.
Okay, find Mogra, chief of the Dutus clan. There's a reward for the person who captures him.
Great, I'm going to get that reward.
Okay, we should get moving too. Okay, why don't we stop it there. This is Apostrophe. You've been watching Ambition Record running on Series X. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.